Okay, here we are, Epic Universe, with my right to be. Walking through the portal. Okay, we're heading into Bark. This is the area where the ceremony was going to happen. Hello!
And welcome to
our
Epic Elopement
review video. Part 6. No, it's in the first part.
If you couldn't have guessed it by the title, we eloped in Epic Universe.
We did. We eloped in Epic Universe. I didn't know you could do it, but apparently you can.
I think a lot of people probably thought that.
Yeah. So who knows? You know, who knew? Us apparently. So we got married in Epic Universe.
Yes.
About 9 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all the details. So stay tuned for this video of us talking about weddings.
Hooray!
Today we're going to cover the legal bit and how simple it was to elope in Florida. Way easier than doing it here in the UK. Like, so much easier. The wedding package that we booked and what that involved. And the wedding day itself. The ceremony, the part photography, and the multitude of ways that all the amazing people involved made it so extra special.
So as most of you know, we had been planning a Castaway Cay wedding.
Yes.
The thing is, a lot of people don't know it, but
I didn't know
any Disney Cruise Line weddings aren't actually official legal weddings.
Or the ones in the parks legal weddings?
They are depending on the officiant that you have.
Okay, so they can also not be.
But basically, Disney Cruise Line weddings, it's more of the ceremony.
If we took our own officiant, I'm going on a tangent here, would it have been a legal wedding?
I mean, I don't know, because you still would have had to put all the paperwork through, and then they're meant to be an officiant of a certain place.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why have you brought this up?
Just interested. They might be interested. We didn't.
If
and it wasn't a legal
you do
wedding.
a Disney Cruise Line wedding and you have the officiants there, it is not a legal ceremony.
No, it's just a ceremony. But it does not make you married.
No. Because of that, we were looking at options. So we were thinking that we were going to do just a registry office wedding here.
Just sign the bit of paperwork, crack on.
But for us and for what we wanted to do, which was literally just sign a piece of paperwork, it was actually going to be a lot more hassle.
Very challenging.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. It was really expensive. And yeah, who would have thought?
For where we are, it was basically like you can only do it on a Tuesday morning at 9:30 to 11 o'clock. You need to bring 2 witnesses.
You have to ask people to take time off work, etc.
Or else you can do it in more of a ceremony hall, which you have to rent it out for 4 hours, and it's going to cost you 700 quid. Which we didn't want.
But yeah.
We didn't want that.
We didn't want that, so we chose something better.
Something pretty damn epic.
Well, nice.
Yeah. I was scrolling along on TikTok, and then all of a sudden this video popped up, and it was these 2 lovely people who were getting married and were eloping in the Isle of Burke during the Epic Universe annual pass holder previews.
Oh, is that when it was?
Yes.
Oh.
And I went, that's really
That's cool. You sent me the video, and I was like, that's cool.
And then I went down a rabbit hole from there. So I went onto the video, I saw the people who had organised it, and we basically went, right, can we do this?
Is this something that can happen?
Exactly. Then found out that if you get married in the States, it is officially deemed as a legal marriage over there. You don't need to do anything more for it over in the UK. You don't have to do any registering, anything like that. I
think it's maybe different state to state, but in Florida, these are definitely the rules.
Yeah.
So if you get married somewhere else, maybe question it. But.
So all we had to do was we had to sort out an officiant, and we had to sort out some paperwork. And off of that video, we found Meant to Be Elopements.
Yeah. They're nice peoples.
Which is made up of the 2 most lovely women in the world, of Randy and Ada. So we got in touch with them, asked them, and they went, oh yeah, we've got loads of people from the UK who are coming over and eloping with us.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
We then set up a video chat with them, discussed things, and went from there. Yeah,
I was a little bit grumpy about the whole situation to begin with, because I was like, we're going to get married on Castaway Cay, it'll be great. And it's like, well, no, you have to also do this, and then you have to do that. And then in England, anyway, there was like loads of hoops to jump through, the things we didn't want to do. So I was like, Anyway, then we spoke to those 2 wonderful people, and it was like, oh, this sounds like a lot more fun.
Well, the fact that one of them had all Disney ears on their wall, and the other one had a Hogwarts castle and had Funko Pops of rebels characters.
Yeah.
We went, these are our kind of people. So we spoke to them. We'll tell you more about their services in a second. But after we agreed to go with them, they also sent us on to another company called Married by Mail.
Yes.
And these are the people that actually sort out your documentation for getting legally married over there.
You have to take it to the courthouse and get it stamped and things like that. So that's not, it's a service you could do yourself, but it's way easier if you just pay someone else to do it. It's a little bit more money, but I don't know how much because Enya sorted the whole thing, but way easier.
Yeah, I think in total, between me sorting out, I had them do the stamp. I can't think of what they're called.
Notarize it.
Yes, I had them notarize it. I had them do extra copies, things like that. I think it maybe came to about $250.
Yeah.
But that was because they also had to pay for like international shipping for it.
And we got like a few copies sent to us and things. Basically, they sent us it. You reviewed all the paperwork. You gave me the summary.
Yeah.
I naively, maybe not, just believed what you said, and I signed a little bit of paper.
So you had to read off on the Florida marriage contract guidebook. So you signed that off. You signed off that you'd done that. You filled in all the paperwork. You then also had to send off some level of identification with it. So we sent off passports,
with it,
which were fine. Everything went to them. They received it all. And then once they had that, it was sent to the county clerk's office. They authorized it. They were all happy. They then sent it off to our officiant. She signed off on it on the day, went back to the county clerks, they notarized everything, went back to Married by Mail, and then they sent us our actual marriage license.
There you go, that's how it's done.
Yeah, so it's super duper easy.
That's all the bits and pieces. That's kind of like the legal side, the kind of bit more boring kind of bits of it.
I think the slightly more stressful side of it as well. Yeah,
because it's kind of like, oh, what's my paperwork? I have to do this, do I have to do that? But it was all, I mean, you did it, but it all seemed really simple.
It was very, very simple. And then when it came to the actual, like, ceremony, doing it with Randy and Ada, it was so simple.
I know, they were like, we'll set up a group chat, you can, you can be involved, not be involved, etc. And probably because I was a little bit grumpy earlier, I wasn't invited into the group chat. But I think that they do that with a lot of brides, where it's like the bride's interested in doing all these things.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of the time the bride kind of takes center stage on it. And also they were like, oh, if because you're eloping, they were like, if you have any little things like that you want to ask us about to get an opinion, we're happy to do it because you're not bringing anyone with you. But they are just fantastic. They're the most lovely of people, and they do. This is going to sound really weird, but they do heterosexual marriages, and they also do homosexual marriage. So they will same sex. That sounds better. I don't know why it sounded weird in my head.
They marry people.
They marry people.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about it. They just marry people.
I'm just saying to whoever wants to do it, they can.
Yes. Oh, they're good. And then she sent you a script of everything of what they planned to say in the ceremony and things, and you tweaked a few bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
I wasn't told what they were, so then I had to have more emotional feelings during the ceremony. But
well, I intentionally did that. I could have been more involved, but I made a point.
Yeah, you kept me out of it.
Yeah. But they basically went through everything. They asked us what was important to us, what we liked. We said we're big Disney fans, but we want to do this at Epic because it's really cool and because you can.
They don't let you get married at Disney. I guess that's one of the under things. Unless you pay Disney Fairy Tale weddings, you can't just rock up and be like, oh, cool, I'll just stand here and get married. Yeah. Unlike Universal, they're like, yeah, come on in. Have a good time. So
long as you do not interfere with other guests or interfere with guest flow, then you're fine.
That's one thing they were very, very clear about. Like, it was very important to be like, we're in the corner, we're out of the way, we're not getting in the way of other people. And that's very important to us as well, because we don't want to like cause inconvenience to anybody else.
No, not at all.
It's not, we'll stand right in the middle, everyone get out of the way.
But this is why they don't do it. They primarily do elopements. If you want to bring people, I think at most you can bring like 6 people. It's kept very, very small because of the reason of we don't want to get in trouble with Universal.
I guess if people start, to use the wrong term, taking the mickey.
Yeah.
Then Universal might start clamping down a little bit. But if you behave yourself, then it's fine.
So we went for a package with them.
We did.
Which involved the ceremony, the signing off and all of the officiant things, and photography for 2 hours,
Mhm.
which we then extended out and did an
We had
extra
an extra
hour
hour.
with them.
I'm very glad we did that.
Yes, so glad, absolutely worth it. And then as part of that, because we decided to do it in the Epic universe, we also needed to pay for their tickets to get in
We
for
did.
the day.
They're annual pass holders, so
Yes.
if you get married in the other parks, they can get for free. But if you're an Epic, then you need to bring them with you.
But honestly, I think our total came out to about 1,700.
Yeah.
And that was a steal.
I mean, if you compare it to how much even the Disney Cruise Line wedding, but any wedding anywhere, and it was very good. I would definitely recommend anyone in the entire world to do this.
Yeah, that was $1,700, by the way. But yeah, so that's all of the kind of bits.
Prices might change pending something, but that's what it cost us.
That's what it cost us. But that was kind of all the bits that we did before the day. Day of, we had decided that we wanted to get married in Isle of Burke. So you can do it basically in any of the portals. They do advise not to do it in Nintendo World.
I think they said they wouldn't do it in Nintendo. Nintendo's very hectic. It's very busy. I don't think you'd be able to hear what was going on.
No.
It's a noisy, busy portal.
And there's just people everywhere. There isn't a corner for you to go into.
People get married in Dark Universe.
Yes.
And Harry Potter and things like that as well. And they get married in the other parks. But Isle of Burke, I think, we'd never been, so we were picking what's the coolest? And for us, Isle of Burke, and it has become very much our favourite land.
Yes. We want to do Isle of Burke because, I want to do Isle of Burke because I love the How to Train Your Dragon films anyway.
I hadn't watched any of them. No. I had to watch them all beforehand.
And then you fell in love with it.
Yeah, they're very good.
And then also, we kind of liked it because it was Viking. It's kind of a nod to kind of Celtic.
Yeah, everyone in the film has a Scottish accent, apart from the children.
And it worked out perfectly that Bob could go in and wear his kilt and not look in any way strange.
No.
So we turned off on the day. We literally just got the bus from our hotel.
We
to
did,
the park.
When we spoke to them, we were like, well, let's get it done early in the day. It's not going to be as hot, etc. And they were like, pictures are better at night, though. And we were like,
they were like that golden hour moment.
So we had a wonderful day in the park in the
Yes.
morning. There's a video on that, our vlog, so go check that out. I won't put it anywhere. But we got the bus. You got ready in the hotel room.
Yep.
We got the bus into Epic, and we met them outside Isle of Burke.
Yep. So we met them. We had a little introduction. We went in, and then they kind of started scoping out areas as to where was best to actually have the ceremony. Decided on the spot. They were very good. They were very adamant about knowing, how's the lighting for this spot?
Yeah, where's
for that
the sun
spot?
going to be in your eyes and things like that.
They were very on it.
Yeah, looking up, they were like, that cloud's going to be, how long have we got with that cloud? Okay,
So then we stood there.
It was actually before the ceremony when we met Sergio. He came past and he was like, you getting married? Oh,
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That was one of the cast members. Universal.
He was fantastic. He was just like, came past and was like, you guys getting married? Oh, okay. And then he sort of went away.
I don't remember that at all.
And then we had our ceremony. Because we were having two weddings, we wanted them to be a little bit different. So for the Castaway wedding, we did our rings and we said our own vows to each other. For this one, we did the vows that Randy wrote. We did a hand fasting, and then we had a quaich, which is a Scottish thing, but we had our first drink together in Dark Universe.
They are more than happy to do any little things that you would like, any additions to the ceremony, provided it doesn't go against Universal policies.
Yeah.
They're like, anything with fire is a no. And we're like, that's fine. But they were more than okay with doing hand fasting. They were like, yeah, we do that with loads of people. And they were like, oh, we've actually done the quaich with someone else.
Yeah.
So we finalised all of these things beforehand. So we went in, we did our ceremony first. Had a little cry.
Yeah, we were doing our little thing, and I could, corner of my eye, I could just see like more and more people gathering. And then they were like, yep, he'll kiss the bride. There was a massive cheer from other people. And so it's still, we're there on our own, but it was there was a lot of people giving that atmosphere.
Yep. And then as soon as we had done that, then it was time to get photos. And they absolutely know the park inside and out.
Yeah.
They knew all of the spots to go to. But we were incredibly lucky in that Sergio spotted us again, and he was helping people meet Toothless.
Yeah.
And he just went, would you like to meet Toothless? So we got to meet Toothless on our wedding day.
We did. No. It was very magical.
It was so magical.
Toothless was very excited for us.
he was incredibly excited for us.
Yeah.
Looks like you're celebrating something very special today.
We just got married!
Congratulations! This is incredible!
And that was, I felt so bad because we were just walking in front of all these other people that were going to be waiting like an hour and
Yeah, because of what the time it
like
was,
an
it
hour
was a
and
long
40
queue,
minutes
yeah.
or something.
And then we met Rough Knot and Tough Knot and Astrid.
Yes.
Oh, could you hear us talking about you?
I don't even know what he said. All I heard was,
Where? My hand's so light. It would be a lot heavier if there was a ring on it. Yeah. Here are your excuses from here.
That was a very fun interaction as well.
Mm-hmm. We'd already kind of said that we wanted to do the ceremony in Isle of Burke, and then because we wanted to do photos in other spots in the park, that's why we also did the additional hour for the photography. So we did everything primarily in Burke. We went around, we got photos in front of the snow wraith. We got photos obviously with Toothless. We got photos on the bridge. We got photos at...
We went to Mead Hall.
We went to Mead Hall.
So we got pictures there in front of the Stoics' throne. It was in front of some barrels and things. They found different places that they knew.
But when we were in there, there was a cast member that came up to us and went, "I'm really sorry, do you mind if I take a photo of you?" And we went, "Oh, that's completely fine." And they were kind of chatting to him.
We were chatting to him a little bit and things,
seemed to know him, and we were like, "Okay, whatever." And we were just like, "Yeah, feel free to take a photo." So he took a photo of us. This will be relevant later on in the story. Just remember it. So we did that, moved along, got other photos, got photos at the very front of the portal.
Yeah.
And then we moved over to Celestial Park. And we also got to do a very cool thing there in that we got to have our first dance.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
On Constellation Carousel.
No, it was lovely.
And we got photos on Constellation Carousel.
That was good.
Yes, it was very, very lovely.
Having our first little dance.
Yes.
Yeah, and romantic, etc.
So then we took some more photos in Celestial Park, and then we moved on to Dark Universe.
Yes.
Dark Universe is
We
cool.
went in and we instantly met
Igor.
Yes. And he had some good advice for you.
He did.
I want to give you some advice, okay? Now, on the wedding night, you may have one thing on your mind.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you it's not what you think it is.
Okay.
You need to get the banking information.
And we had some good pictures of Igor. He was kind of directing the
He was directing the
photo
photo shoot, which was awesome.
I like, the picture where you're like, laughing. And like, we're having a good time?
Yeah.
The walk to her, laughing like I just said, the funny thing. I'm having a good time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, maybe you like that. Can I have your heart? No, I'm serious. I want to pick it up. There you go. That is it.
We then went through, we got photos at the mansion.
Loads of different. There's a lot of little like hidey holy places in Dark Universe.
So many.
And it was very quiet, a lot of quiet places. Or like at least around the corner where it's there's nothing really there, so people don't go, but it's perfect for pictures.
Oh, it's just some fantastic photos. And photos to the point that you would never know that you were in a theme park.
Oh no, yeah.
Like kind of with Burke, it's a bit like, oh, this is more of a fantasy
It's a bit
kind
more
of
theme
land.
parky, yeah, but with Dartmoor it's not.
Oh no, you could. It just looks like you're in like a Romanian village somewhere.
We went to Burning Blade, we got our pictures.
That was it. We went to Burning Blade so that we could do our quick ceremony. That was lovely.
We got the Pure of Heart.
Yes.
Because one is Pure of Heart, makes sense, and the other it has whiskey in it, which is traditionally you put whiskey in your quake, so it was good.
Yeah, so we had our first little drink out of our quake.
And then on the way out, it was like, oh, the
blades
are on
burning.
fire, and then people were like, quick, give me your bag, and pull in the so we could quickly get our pictures. Yeah,
everyone was so into it.
Oh,
like
so
even guests.
Oh, so many guests were into it. All the cast members, all the guests, everyone was into it, trying to speak to us, say congratulations.
Yeah, it was
It
lovely.
was nice.
It was so nice. Then we again perused through Dark Universe, and then we had another cast. I can't help but call them cast members. I guess they're crew members. I think
Don't know
at
what they're called at Universal.
But we had another crew cast member come over and speak to us, and he'd seen us taking the photos, and he went, "Oh, do you want to get some cool photos?" And we're like, yes. And he's just like, "Oh, come over here and you can get photos in Frankenstein's chair.
Yes.
And he opened up a little area that was chained
where
for us to go in.
Frankenstein's monster and the bride meet.
Yes.
And there's a chair there and some like cool little areas. And there's a bit where it was like a postbox type thing. It was like put your marriage certificates in. So.
It was marriage death certificates. Yes. It was great. So we did all that, and then next thing was another cast member.
It was the same one, wasn't it? Or maybe it was a different one.
No, another cast member appeared because he was there, and then other people joined him.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Well, do you want to get photos with the bride and Frankenstein's monster?" And
it's
of
like
course
they're
we
meeting
went,
in 5 minutes or something. Yeah.
Yes. So I literally went, "Stay here and wait. We'll come and we'll get you. You will be the first ones to see them." So they took us round the side, and we were the first people to get to meet Frankie and the bride. And we had a great interaction with them.
Yeah, of course you did.
It was.
You were a bride,
fantastic.
she was a bride.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
She liked my nails, and I liked hers. And then we came out of that, and we were so delighted, and the cast members were like, "Is there anything else we can do for you?" And we were already at this point, like, you've gone above and beyond, like, what more could you do for us? And then Brandy and Ada, I think being a bit American, just went, "Oh, they've not been on Curse the Werewolf yet. It's the only ride they haven't been on in the park." And then they just went, "Okay, no problem."
Yeah, we got taken straight to the front through the back entrance, and then put on the back of the ride as well.
Yeah.
So it was like, they didn't even ask, they were like, best seats, and you go.
And we had no clue. We had not ridden that ride at this point. I had this
It just gone dark
on.
at that point, yeah.
I had this tiara. I thought I'd wear it for the video. But I had this on. This was not pinned in.
No.
And the next thing was, you just got this spinning, and I was like... I was like, I'm gone. This is gone.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
your wedding dress, now I'm my kilt, and it's like...
And then my back. I had been having so much trouble with my back.
Just before we left.
Before we left for this trip. And I'd managed to get it in a good place. Everything was fine. And then I went on that coaster, and it jolted me, and I just went, oh no.
Oh, I know.
Thankfully, I was fine.
You were okay. It was just like a fear.
The importance of doing daily stretches. But I was fine, and thankfully it was okay. Managed to get off, and then they just let us straight back out. And again, congratulations, you're fantastic.
There's so many cast members stopped to speak to us, and it was wonderful.
It's so wonderful. And then at this point, we had said goodbye to Randy and Ada when we went to go and do Curse the Werewolf. And then after that, we had decided for our wedding meal that we were going to go to Blue Dragon.
We did, and the food there was exceptional.
So
it was really good.
But
cast members, the greeter or whatever they call him at the door. Yeah, he was speaking to us and asking us about our wedding. Oh, I didn't realise you could get married here, etc. And you tell me all about it. And then we went through and got our server, and basically he was the same thing. He was, speaking away, tell me all about it. I'm really interested to find out. And they all seemed really excited. And they were all
excited. And
from our server, he was saying they're all very excited to work there because it's one of the big, the first park to open in Central Orlando area since Animal Kingdom. Yeah. And they're all really excited to be part of that.
Yeah, they're like, this is a big deal. This is a big moment for Florida.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're there, they want to make it the best it can possibly be.
And then that we picked to get married there, they were all really grateful for that, which was nice.
So then, if you remember back before, so he took a photo of us. This will be relevant later on in the story. Just remember it. We had the photo taken of us at Mead Hall by a cast member, who we then found out was actually one of the leads in regards to food and beverages.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was like one of the senior coordinators or something, but he was high up. And he took a photo of us and he sent it to the food and beverages WhatsApp. And from that, the manager at Blue Dragon came out and went, "Hi, it's so lovely to meet you both. We have got a photo of the pair of you getting married in Epic today on our food and beverages team chat. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for picking us to celebrate this day with. Can we please buy you your first round of drinks or give you a dessert on the house?"
Yeah. Oh, it was lovely.
It was so lovely. We were so shocked.
Everything, the whole way through, everyone was just so nice and
Yeah.
so like they couldn't do anything anymore. And then we saw Sergio the next day as well, and he was in Dark Universe, and he was like, "Is there anything I can do to make your trip better?"
He was like, "Do you want to meet the bride and Frankenstein?" And we're like, "Don't worry, we got to meet them yesterday. It's okay." And he's like, "Okay."
Hey, let me know if there's anything I can do. And so many of them, like, they recognized us day to day and things like that, which is not something you usually get.
We were shocked. It felt like we were on a cruise ship again.
Yes, it did.
Being an Epic Universe, which is very, very different for being at a theme park. But it was just fantastic.
That was wonderful. Earlier in the day, we went to the bakery in Harry Potter.
Oh,
Paris.
yes!
I can't remember what the bakery's called, but we bought ourselves a little, like, cupcake so we could have our wedding cake.
Yes.
But we were so full and tired from Blue Dragon, we ate it the next day.
Yeah, so that was our little
So we
wedding
had it for
cake.
breakfast, our little wedding cake.
So we had a lot of your traditional things, but in a very non-traditional way.
We did, yes.
And I think that's what made it so perfect for us.
Yeah, it was lovely, and it felt, although it was just the two of us, the whole time we were there, it felt like we were surrounded by friends.
Yes.
Because everyone was getting involved, were so kind of, they were like, you know, Randy and Ada were so good, all the cast members were so good, all the guests that were coming and speaking to us, and it just felt like there was a lot of love in that environment.
Absolutely.
And it was, you know, just the two of us, but we certainly weren't just ourselves.
Yes. Honestly, I couldn't recommend it more.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not a big, I don't like being center of attention, and having that kind of fuss of a wedding thing is not really for me anyway, but I can't get my head around why anyone wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Why would you pick something else over this? I don't know.
It was just so fantastic. Randy and Ada, meant to be elopements. I mean, I could not recommend them more. We were at the point where we were like, maybe we should come back just so we could hang out with them and do like another photo session or something.
Yeah, I know. They're like
on an anniversary or something.
Yeah, vow renewal. We're ready for vow renewals and things, which,
They just made us so at ease. And even though, like, it can feel really awkward posing for things.
It didn't.
It did initially, and then we just fell into it to the point of, I was doing stupid things. I was pretending to be a vampire, and they were like, "This is great. Do more of this stupid stuff," because they could see how excited and happy we were.
We're a bit silly anyway, but it's like, they're all about that silliness, and it was fun. It was good.
It was fantastic.
I'm glad I married you.
Oh thanks.
So this is just a brief, very long review of our wedding at Epic Universe.
Our elopement.
Our elopement.
Our legal
wedding.
Our legal wedding.
We were calling it a legal wedding, but now initially it just felt like that was the legal part. But after doing it, it was definitely a massive, massive part of the actual wedding process.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just another. I cannot recommend more people just having a 2-week-long wedding. It's great. Don't bother with just the one day. Extend that out.
Extend it out.
Make the most of it.
Absolutely. Do that. So we'll probably do a review of the Disney Cruise Line side of things as well, and what that involves. That'll be coming up at some point. But hopefully you're interested in how you can get married at Epic Universe.
Yeah.
And if you're in, maybe you want to do it yourself. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. If you do, let us know.
Yes.
Funnily enough, I posted a video of some of the stuff we did, and the people who you saw on TikTok doing the wedding, she commented on the video.
Yes.
Anyway, and then now we're best friends.
Now we're friends.
Well, not best friends, but
we need to create a group.
People who've all got married in Burke.
All people who've all gotten married in Burke.
Yeah.
Honorary
I don't think there's that many of them.
Burkians. It's us.
That's us. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us and watching it to the end. If you did, well done.
If you have any other questions in case there's bits that we haven't discussed, please feel free to send us a message, put some questions in the comments. We'll do our best to let you know, because there's a lot of concerns, there's a lot of stresses, a lot of worries around a wedding and things like that. So if there's anything that we can discuss with you and try and make it a bit easier for you, we would be more than happy to do that.
And we went on to then do something that was quite expensive, but if you just did this, it would be relatively inexpensive. It would be really quite straightforward.
Yeah.
And you would not be remotely disappointed. It's fantastic. Alright, see you in the next video.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.